What happens when unstoppable power meets untouchable precision? Boxing fans, we might be witnessing the most dangerous dream matchup of this decade. Errol Spence Jr. just broke his silence, and what he revealed about Canelo versus Terence Crawford will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about this fight. This isn't hype. This isn't speculation. This is how the sport's elite really see it. And trust me, you've never heard Spence speak like this before. Because when Crawford's timing clashes with Canelo's raw power, somebody's getting exposed. Stay locked in. This isn't just analysis.
What do you think of that fight?
I think it's a great fight, especially at 160. I'm a guy that, sucks down at 147. I mean, I really think that a lot of people see probably 80–70% of who I really am at 147 pounds. And I'm a guy, especially when I got the WC belt, it helped me go up in weight. I had an IVF and the 10-pound weight limit after the weigh-ins and things like that, so it helped me out a lot too. But I'm a guy that outgrown the weight. I'm just holding around because I want to be undisputed champion at 147. But if this is a great fight at 160, I can definitely move up to 160 and fight there easily.
Errol Spence Jr. didn't hesitate when asked where his loyalty lies. He's backing Terence Crawford all the way in a potential clash with Canelo. In multiple interviews, Spence made it clear, if anyone can climb the ladder and take down a beast like Canelo, it's Bud. He's chasing greatness, Spence said. And while he's not guaranteeing a win, he's standing firmly in Crawford's corner, no questions asked.
I mean, it could happen. Why not? If Crawford want to challenge himself to be great, let him try to be great. So I'm with it. So I'll be going for Bud. If he fight Canelo, I'll be going for him. I don't know if he's gonna win or lose, but I definitely be going for Crawford. I think if anybody can pull it off, he can pull it off. He's chasing greatness, so why not? Canelo came up to 175 and all that, and fought Kovalev and fought the other guy too. So if he can do it, and he started at 147. So if he's doing it, why can't Crawford do it?
Spence's respect for Crawford isn't just talk. It's rooted in painful personal experience. On July 29, 2023, Crawford dismantled Spence in brutal fashion, stopping him in round 9 to become the undisputed king at welterweight, the first to unify all 4 belts in the modern era. Crawford connected on 50% of his shots, landing 185 punches, including 98 power bombs. Spence, meanwhile, landed just 20% of his total output. Online analysts broke down Spence's flawed technique, his balance, positioning, and defense all exposed. Crawford's sharp footwork, seamless stance switches, and laser accuracy made it a one-sided masterclass.
See, this is the thing. Canelo's looking to knock Crawford out. Canelo's not going to try to outbox him. So Canelo could fall into the same position Errol Spence was in, trying to knock out Crawford and ending up getting clipped and embarrassed.
Terence Crawford isn't just aiming to win. He wants zero excuses. He's demanded to face the full version of Canelo Alvarez. No catch weight, no clauses, no asterisks. I want him at his strongest, Crawford stated boldly, determined to earn his respect the hard way. Things got tense when Canelo shoved him during a face-off. Crawford didn't flinch, firing back online. I got you. You'll remember this. The message was loud and clear. This is personal now.
Listen, however they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. As simple as that.
Can I ask you about if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And there's any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
There's a lot of experts that think Canelo's not the same fighter. His punch output's a lot less. What do you think, considering the last 12 months or so? Is he the same fighter he was maybe a few years ago?
I think he is. I just think, you know, he just wasn't up for the Skull fight. And I think, you know, different fighters bring different, you know, energies out of other fighters.
A lot of people are judging you on the Madrimov fight, saying you struggled moving up in weight, you're going further up in weight, and they're saying that's going to go against you based on the Madrimov fight. How do you kind of reply to that?
Oscar De La Hoya is caught in the middle of this colossal showdown. On one hand, he recognizes that Canelo's durability, thick frame, and iron chin at 168 pounds make him an absolute nightmare in that division. But he's equally impressed with Crawford's cerebral approach, praising Bud's ability to adjust mid-fight, control space, and execute like a martial arts master. In fact, De La Hoya compared his style to Bruce Lee's: fluid, sharp, unpredictable. He believes Crawford's mind and heart give him a true chance at glory. Still, he remains cautious, reminding fans that history rarely favors the smaller man in a clash of elite fighters. Canelo has absorbed thunder from Sergey Kovalev at light heavyweight, brawled through 3 wars with Golovkin, and ate Dmitry Bivol's punches like candy. Crawford, on the other hand, has never dealt with power like this, especially not over 12 rounds at 168. Critics point out Bud's speed and pop faded at 154, and he's yet to be tested by a true super middleweight bruiser.
Rafael kind of made a great point when talking about sizes, because he said if you look at them two together now, they look the same size. He said people have got the idea of the size thing wrong. It's not looking at them as a physical package, it's who has absorbed the bigger shots in the weight division. So and it was good. It was a very good point. He was like, Canelo has been hit by light heavyweights and super middleweights for the best part of a decade.
Basically,
he's so used to taking those shots, whereas Crawford hasn't. Crawford's been hit by 140 guys and 147 guys for the best part of a decade.
Yeah.
What's Crawford going to be like? So basically, you're trying to say Canelo could easily absorb Crawford shots. Can Crawford easily absorb Canelo's punches?
if you're taking shots from Triple G, Sergey Kovalev, Dmitry Bivol, and you're staying on your feet, not getting hurt,
Not even getting wobbled.
not even getting wobbled, just literally shaking it off,
Yeah.
you can take Terence Crawford shots.
100%.
Boxing icon Sugar Ray Leonard knows exactly what Crawford's stepping into, because he's been there. Speaking from experience, Leonard recalled the brutal difference that comes with moving up in weight. Every shot feels heavier. Every mistake costs more, he said. But he didn't count Crawford out. His advice: stay elusive. Stick to your rhythm. Use movement and ring IQ to stay ahead of Canelo's pressure. Leonard believes it's possible, but only if Bud fights the smartest, most disciplined version of himself.
You know, what about Crawford do you think can bridge the weight gap, or like with you, what did bridge the weight gap? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, Canelo's just too big for someone like Terence.
I mean, that's true, but you know what? There's always a way. Put it that there's always a way. There's always a way to win.
Rising star Jaron "Boots" Ennis issued a firm warning to Crawford. Jumping 2 weight classes without a warm-up is flirting with danger. He highlighted Canelo's knockout resume, dropping guys who outweigh him by 40-plus pounds. Ennis respects Bud's skill, but believes unless Crawford adjusts both physically and strategically, Canelo's sheer power could overwhelm him before the fight even finds its rhythm.
Well, I think you gotta lean more towards Canelo, because like I said before, he been putting big guys out and down, and Canelo not even really a 68 pounder. He probably really should be at 60 maybe, and he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds, and he dropping those guys like that. So, I don't know. You know, it's gonna be a great fight. You know, the fans want to see it. So, you know, so be it. I think Crawford should take a warm-up fight, you know, at like 60, or like at least at 60, just to get his body, you know, to fill into somebody a little bit bigger, you know, and things like that. You know, I know when you go up in weight, you gotta, you know, develop that power and not develop the power, but like put that muscle on and be heavier and things like that. So he might not want to take a fight because he's trying to build up right now, but I think he should, just to stay sharp and that way he don't have like a long layoff or anything like that.
Amir Khan, who's shared the ring with both warriors, doesn't hesitate. He's backing Crawford. Khan praised Bud's footwork, elusive movement, and precision power, calling him one of the hardest to hit. In contrast, Khan said landing on Canelo was much easier. While he admits Canelo's power is no joke, Khan believes Crawford's fight IQ and slick style give him a real shot, as long as he respects the weight leap.
Look at them both. Like, what are the differences between them?
Canelo's strong and is easily hit. Very easily hit, very easily. Yeah. Compared to when I fought against Crawford, I couldn't hit clean. They both hit hard because, and you can see the strength when I was fighting against Crawford. He is very strong as well. So look, yeah, but why does he need to give that much away? He's pound for pound #1 in the world. Why does he have to go for fighting Canelo?
I think that Crawford could beat him because Crawford is a big 147 fighter and is strong as well, which a lot of people don't give him the credit for. I think that fight, if it does happen, as long as Crawford stays away and just boxes and be smart, he can win that fight. I think Crawford's a better fighter than Charlo, and he's a smart fighter as well. He switches and everything, so that would be a very good fight.
Legendary commentator Jim Lampley sees Canelo versus Crawford as more than a fight. It's a spectacle. He describes Crawford as today's most complete fighter, comparing his skill set to the great Sugar Ray Robinson. Lampley believes Bud could frustrate Canelo for 12 full rounds with movement and pinpoint counters. Still, he leans slightly toward Canelo, citing his iron chin and vicious bodywork at 168. For Crawford to win, Lampley says, he'll need near perfection because one mistake could flip everything.
Crawford is going to fight Canelo because even if I have some doubts and misgivings about the size matchup, it is two action fighters who like to fight aggressively at times, not all the times, going against each other, and we'll see who can open the other person's tuna can, so to speak.
Teddy Atlas isn't riding the fence. He's all in on Terence Crawford. "I'm not betting against Bud," Atlas declared. He called Crawford's ring awareness, timing, and fight IQ the kind of intangible X factor that can neutralize even a powerhouse like Canelo. While Atlas respects Canelo's pedigree and punching power, he also noted signs of wear, a slower tempo, less snap. And with Crawford already proving himself at 154, Atlas believes Bud brings the confidence and adaptability to shake up the 168-pound throne.
Maybe he's a little overrated. Terence Crawford versus Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds.
Canelo's really good, but I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it. Canelo's really good. He's tremendous, but could he be a tiny bit overrated? The greatness is within Crawford. It's in his desire, it's in his mind, it's in his makeup, where he came from. I know he's moving up in weight class, can he carry it? You know, but those intangibles, I believe that he has them.
Trainer Joel Diaz isn't sugarcoating it. He thinks Crawford doesn't stand a real chance against Canelo. Diaz shared what he believes is Bud's weak spot, the body. While Crawford's shifting stances make headshots tricky, Diaz claims his midsection is exposed and under-targeted. He referenced Israel Madrimov's sparring success, where consistent shots to the ribs and liver visibly slowed Bud down. And with Canelo's devastating body attack at super middleweight, Diaz argues Crawford won't be able to withstand that kind of relentless pressure without eventually breaking down under the heat.
He fell for every feint, and then he got. I thought he lost. I thought Madrimov won.
I think Crawford hurt his feelings, but he didn't hurt those guys. And how many times did he rock him? None. And so you're gonna tell me that he's gonna go up to the light, to allow the fight a light heavyweight?
Ask them. Don't ask me.
He don't like Crawford. No, I think I like Crawford in a lot of fights. I like Crawford, but on this one, it's just a bigger version of him. And I don't think that. And again, he's beaten. You're talking about a guy who pro debuted at 126 maybe. He was a featherweight, and then you're talking about a guy who pro debuted at a junior welterweight. So they've always been a big difference in divisions. Featherweight, junior, light. So 4 divisions.
But also look at their resumes. Who did Crawford beat? What's his biggest win besides Spence?
Sean Porter, Errol Spence. Why do you think besides Spence?
Because Spence was after 2 accidents. He wasn't the same. No, after Mikey, Spence wasn't the same.
Who did Crawford beat besides Spence? Well, fucking Spence was a good.
The stakes? Sky high. With the undisputed super middleweight crown on the line, experts are split. Some say Canelo's power and dominance at 168 will be too much. Others believe Crawford's fight IQ could rewrite history. Still, questions linger. Bud's pushing 38, hasn't fought recently, and is jumping weight. Even his fans admit this is legacy or bust.
A lot of people that say that Crawford can beat Canelo, no problem. I mean, I respect that, but I just think they're stupid. I mean, excuse my language. The size difference of a bigger man changes everything with one punch. And I can see the same thing. I mean, you saw Canelo Alvarez fighting Amir Khan. Now, look at this. Terence Crawford moved from 47 to 54 to fight Madrimov. What did he do to Madrimov? Nothing. Okay, Madrimov was a 54-pounder. Now, to move up to 168, that's 2 more divisions. Canelo Alvarez will take any punch from Crawford, but I don't think Crawford will take any punches from Canelo. Remember, Canelo got hit by Triple G, the heaviest hitter in that division. And Canelo took those shots like a champ. I don't think Crawford has anything to beat Canelo.
Promoter Samson Lucas brought a different lens, questioning whether this clash is more money move than sporting merit. He voiced concerns about safety and fairness, hinting that hype might be outpacing reason. Still, fans are all in. In one viral simulation, Canelo owns round 1 with crisp combos, but Crawford flips the script in round 2, unleashing a savage flurry, opening a cut, and dropping Canelo to the canvas. Fiction? Maybe, but it's fueling real belief.
I've done other predictions where I say Crawford can possibly win if he capitalize on what he's good at, being aggressive, being just going for it, going with the flow and just feeling it. If he doesn't feel himself, it's not gonna happen. But if he feels himself, and if Canelo maybe doesn't, who knows? That's the reason why I think probably Canelo is gonna win, because it's a factor. It really depends on these little things, but it doesn't matter because they're called excuses. Those things which are mentioned after a certain fight are just excuses. So whatever happens, happens. If Canelo loses, he loses.
The boxing world is electrified. Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford isn't just a fight. It's a moment, a storm of skill, legacy, and risk, all rolled into one colossal clash. Some believe Crawford's timing, ring generalship, and cerebral game could neutralize Canelo's brute strength. Others argue that Bud, despite his brilliance, is walking into a weight class where Canelo is king, a realm built on power punches and durability. Make no mistake, this isn't just about belts, it's about legacy. A win for Crawford cements him as one of the greatest technicians the sport has ever seen. For Canelo, it's another name on a Hall of Fame resume, another chapter of dominance. Yet opinions are divided. Shane Mosley openly dismissed Crawford's chances, saying he'd get steamrolled. But some insiders aren't buying that narrative. Behind the scenes, Crawford's been visualizing every exchange, shadowboxing as if Canelo's already in front of him. This isn't just training. It's a mental simulation. Every move, every angle, every reaction, he's processed it all. That's the scary part. And Canelo, if he wants to win, he'll have to look as sharp as he did against Caleb Plant. Active, precise, and relentless. It won't just be about muscle. It'll be about movement. about chess, not just war. Because here's the truth. Weight classes don't always tell the full story. Skill sets do. And Crawford has one of the most advanced arsenals in modern boxing. So the question isn't just who's stronger. The real question is, who's smarter when it matters most? Let us know what you think. Can Bud defy the odds and dethrone the bigger man? Or will Canelo's firepower and championship grit be too much to handle? Drop your predictions in the comments, hit that like button if you're hyped for this fight, and don't forget to subscribe, because this is just the beginning.